Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm so happy that you're here today. I'm coming on just about a minute early because I wanted to check my connection and everything. I've been having a little some connection issues. So let me make sure that we're on Facebook and YouTube and that we're really going. This is my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, who loves to stamp with me. She sits with me every day when I'm stamping. Okay, it looks like it's working. I see the screen, so I guess we're live. So that is wonderful. I'm so thankful. Carol, good to see you from Connecticut. Renee from Columbus, Ohio. So good to see you, girls. I'm going to put my glasses on. So today, Linda, good to see you. Today, I am in a different location because we had trouble with the Wi-Fi connection in my craft room. Roz, good to see you. So today, I'm coming to you from my husband's office. And I know it looks kind of, there's nothing behind me, right? That is our bonus room. Let me see. Let me move this other way. That is our bonus room in there where we sit and watch TV and stuff through that barn door back there. Marcia Long, good to see you. So we're in a different location. We're going to see how it works connection-wise. So please, Allison, good to see you. So please keep me posted. Let me know if you have any connection issues, and if anything goes wrong like it did before last Friday, I'll post the video separately, but I'm really hoping it doesn't, because we are going to make a very cute card today. Roz, oh, good to see all of you. So the rain is over in Southern California, at least for a short time, but it's really good to have it over because it was becoming really too much, even down here. Right, baby? She doesn't like to go out in the rain at all, and so that wasn't very good. And we personally didn't have any flooding, but some of San Diego started having flooding, like the San Diego River down near Fashion Valley and Mission Valley. If you know San Diego, that started to really kind of be bad. So we're very thankful that the rain stopped right when it did. Yes, Marcia, I just said I'm in my husband's office. We're trying to work out and see if we have a better connection. So after today, we'll see how it works, but that's the main thing, is to have a good connection, right? Of course. So the rain is over, and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everybody, middle of the week. She has been confused. Ellie has been confused that I've been in here, because it's different. She wants to go in my office where she has her puffy little bed. I could have brought it in here, but I brought so much other stuff that I was concerned about not forgetting. So I forgot her bed. But anyway, she has blankets and toys in here, so we'll see. Okay, don't forget to write prize. If you want a prize, it'll be awarded next week. And for this week, I've already chosen the prize winner, and I'll give the prize out at the end of our time together. So I'm going to go ahead and put Ellie down. Let me turn around here. Things are a little bit different. My husband's chair is much bigger than mine, bigger to move around. Well, I want to tell you right away about a couple things. I checked the inventory status report. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Good to see you, Kay. I checked the inventory status report right before I came on to see if anything is sold out. And unfortunately, you guys, I sure hope you got that pretty heart punch this year from the spring catalog with the 2 hearts, the big one and the little one, and the 2 leaves we've used at a time or two. It's sold out until April. I can't believe it. I'm just so disappointed for everyone who didn't have an opportunity to get it. I haven't heard anything, one way or the other. I just looked on the inventory list and it said April, which is way past Valentine's Day. So I really hope you have it. But the good news is Stampin' Up! Has 2 other heart punches, and we're going to use one of them today. I didn't even realize the one was sold out, but it's good that we're using the one today so you can see it, the one there are 2 that are still available. And the other thing that's sold out is the framed florets oval dies, not the stamp set, but the beautiful ovals. Now it said those will be back the end of March, and so those are still going to be, that's a little sooner. But I know, Marcia, Holly, good that you got it. Good that you got that punch. You tried to order it yesterday, Vicki. Yeah, I know. I guess maybe I don't tell you guys enough. I try to tell my demonstrators and my people here, when you see something you like, get it right away, because they try their best, but there are still shipping issues. And they try to predict, but some things in that punch, I figured it was going to go out right away because it's really, really pretty. I know. Hi, Cherie. Good to see you. So, okay, done with the bad news. Let's talk about good news. Okay, so we need to talk about the starter kit special because it's only through January and February, and already we're past mid-January, so only a month and a half longer to get the starter kit. And the special is so good this time during celebration. And I just have to hold it up. I just have to hold up the Boho Blue Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It is just so cute, isn't it? I just love this. Let me put it over here. I think that's a little better place to see it. This little guy is just so cute. And it's the only way you can get this Boho Blue Mini machine right now is if you order the starter kit. So let me look at my notes because I've been known to make a mistake. So for $129 right now until February 28th, you can get the starter kit. You get the Boho Blue Mini machine or the white, your choice, and $175 worth of your choice of Stampin' Up! Product, all for $129. And you guys, it's an amazing special. It really is. If you don't want or need a mini machine, maybe you've already purchased one, but you want to get the starter kit, it's still a great special. That is $99 and you get $175 worth of product. You guys, that's $76 worth of free product. That's like 1 or 2 bundles. It's really a great deal. Your grandson calls yours baby blue, Roz. Very cute. Yes, Boho Blue. Agreed. I'm sure they think they have enough for the whole 2 months. But if you want one of these little babies, the baby blue, the Boho Blue, definitely get the starter kit. And I have the link to join my team. You can be a hobby demonstrator. You don't have to do as much as I do. Everything after you join Stampin' Up, you get your starter kit, and from that point on, everything you order is 20% off, and you can even get to a level where you get 25% off. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you love these products. So I just have to make a big deal, and we're gonna be using this little guy in a short time. Okay, one other announcement, my host code. So I forgot a few things, but this is my host code for the month of January. Now, we are in celebration. So during celebration, what that means is for every $50 you order, you get to choose a free gift from the celebration catalog for every $50 you order. And if you use my host code, I hope I have it right side up. If you use my January host code, and in February there will be a February host code and a different gift. But this month, for every $50 order, when you use this, I'm giving you free a raindrops embossing folder. I forgot to bring it in to show you, but it's in the mini catalog, and it's adorable, a really darling embossing folder. So it's kind of, place a $50 order, you get a free gift from Celebration, and you get the Raindrops embossing folder from me. And this is written above if you're on Facebook, or below if you're on YouTube. I've got the host code written for you, and it's good the whole month of January. Okay, Now for our project, I'm going to turn you down and show you this the bundle that we're going to use today. So let's make sure. I'm so thrilled. I don't see. Hi, Tina from Granite Falls. Good to see you. Renee, very funny. Do you guys see what she's saying? Demonstrators are going to have to build a shelf to start collecting the in-color minis as they come around each year. I don't know if that's going to happen. We haven't heard a thing about that. But that is a very cute thought. Okay. So for today, we're going to use the Love for You bundle. I've used bits of it, but I haven't really used it, and I thought we'd make a fun card. This is on page 11 of the Spring Mini Catalog, and I'll show you the front in case you think, wow, what catalog is that? This is it. And so we are going to use this bundle. And here is the card that we're going to make today. And it's a fun Valentine for a friend, because as kind of as adult women, we may give a love type Valentine to our significant other, or our grandchildren maybe, or nieces or nephews, but mostly you might want to send a Valentine to a friend. And I like to send Valentines to my friends. So this stamp set is perfect for that. It has these words, so much love for you. And these words have coordinating dies. And you can stamp the words, these two here. For example, the stamp, this is a stamp and this is a stamp. I'm not using these today. But you could stamp these, then you cut them out with the word die, and then there's a bubble that goes over them, a little bubble of white. So that's a two-step thing. Or you can cut some words out individually, like love, you, and much. And so let me put it up here. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to use these little slender dies, which make this, love you. And then they have all these fabulous other sentiments that go with it. Here's the friend way down here. But we've got each and every day, love you so much each and every day. Thanks for all you do. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy anniversary. This is going to be good for all of our anniversaries. Congratulations. And nobody gets me like you. Or nobody gets me like you get me. Yeah. So I'm just double checking to make sure. Yep, we're going. I feel like we're working. Our connection is good. Yay, this is wonderful. Okay, so let's make our card. And I've got some different little things to show you today. And I'm calling it a white Valentine card because most of it is white. So our card base is our standard 8.5 by 5.5 basic white cardstock, scored at 4 1/4, like that. Then we have two other pieces of white, two layers of white. One is this one was, did I say 4 1/4 scored, but 8.5 by 5.5 is what I meant to say. I hope I said that. And then this second piece is just 1/4 of an inch in, so it is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to go ahead and glue this down. It's just an additional layer. And when you're putting your glue on, make sure that you just do a very thin layer. Otherwise it could look like a little blurb on top, you know? I don't like it when there's a blurb. So here we go, and with the glue we can just move it around just a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, it's not quite as even as I would like, and you know, I've been wanting to show you guys, this is a good opportunity for me to show you what I keep my glue in, my multi-purpose glue. I keep it in this little, this is a little nail polish holder that you get from Amazon. You get 2 pinks and 2 whites. And of course I'm using the pink, of course. And then your glue just sits in there, and it's always upside down so that when you use it, most often, the glue is right there at the tip and ready for you to use. So just go on Amazon and look for nail polish holder if you like them. And if you don't want pink, get white too, and you get 4, so you could give some to your friends. Okay, let's go on. So the fun thing one of the fun things we're gonna do today is we're going to go ahead and emboss this other piece of white, and this piece is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and we're going to emboss it. I just got this the other day. It's the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder, and it really is pretty, and I wanted to show it to you in case you haven't seen it. So for this, I had to bring in my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We used to call him Mr. Big, but anyway, so we have to use the big one. And for the 3D embossing folders, you need plate number 1 and the gray plate number 4. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and put our piece of a basic white paper right inside. And the front is, I think the front is where the Stampin' Up! Logo is. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there's a line right there. And that helps me personally to keep I have to get it a little closer to my face, hold on. That helps me personally to get my paper a little bit more even. Okay, so now I'm gonna put that on and run it through the machine. And that embossing plate works fabulous. Renee, you got this folder and absolutely love it. Oh, with gingham paper, yes. Oh, I totally agree. Okay, let me get this back over here and we'll see how it comes out. But it really is nice. It adds a lot of texture. Now I'll hold it up a little bit. Look at that. Isn't that neat? It is going to be one of my favorites. I think this is the back, but you know, with most of them you can use either side. I think I'm going to use this side. So this is what we have that comes on next. Now, I did put a ribbon and a bow on it. I kind of always give a disclaimer because you don't have to. I love ribbons and bows. It'll look just as great without. I actually also tied on a double bow, and so what you want to do is make sure to do your ribbon before you put this embossed piece, before you adhere it to the rest of your card. And here I'm using the I think it's 1/4 inch basic white seam binding ribbon, crinkled seam binding ribbon. It's the one I like that I color with the Stampin' Blends, but I wanted to have kind of a theme of white. I wanted it to be, this card to be a little bit more white today. So let's just tie this little guy on. And it's very delicate. And I thought it just added something to the card. And what I'm going to do is actually tie it in a knot because it slips out real easy. And I think I'm going to try to tie my bow later when I have everything else on it. Eleanor, good to see you. Cindy Reed, good to see you. Yes, I had bad connection, Cindy, in my, bad connection in my craft room, and so we're trying this today. I'm in my husband's office because it's right under the modem. The modem is right above on a shelf here above his desk. And Friday we just lost connection and it drove me so crazy. I almost cried. I didn't cry, but I have been known to cry at things like that because it's just so upsetting. And so I'm just trying this out, and I'm glad it's working. But do be sure and let me know if you have a connection problem. Be sure you put it on there because I'm checking it on my computer. I've got my computer going on Facebook. But if you have a connection problem, be sure to let me know. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put this piece on right on top of the other panel. So basically now we have 3 panels of white. We have the card base, we have the first panel, and then we have this beautiful embossed panel. Okay. I don't know what that thing is. Yeah, let me see. I'll just get rid of that. Where do these people come from? How crazy. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. Now we're back on. We're we're cooking, I think. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do some blending today. This is our sample again, so you know where we're going. And what we're going to do is we're going to punch some hearts. So this is one of the hearts that is still, this is available in the annual catalog, this punch. And it's called the Heart Punch Pack. And one of the punches is scalloped and one is not. I didn't bring the non-scalloped one. I just brought this one. And so let me get my, these are my scrap papers. And I actually pre-punched two so we could spare a little time, and then I'll punch one while we're here. I love these punches, so get these if you can, if you don't have them, because they're very handy. Okay, so now we've got 3 hearts, and we're going to get some graph paper to do our blending, because with blending you need to come in from the side. I'm not a pro blender. Some of you, maybe he would switch rooms with me. Oh, very funny, Renee. Mine is complete. Both of our rooms are completely built in, you know, with our shelves, and specifically for us and all of our plugs and equipment. It's just it'd be a real pain to switch. We're trying to work something out. Okay. So Flirty Flamingo ink is what we're going to use here, and we're going to do a little blending. And I just come in from the side, and again, some of you guys are so great. You are probably better blenders than I am. I think sometimes it frustrates me because I don't always get the look I want, because I can get it looking, you know, like having too much color in one spot or something. Okay, so we're just going to do 1 in Flirty Flamingo, so there's that one. That's done. And then we're going to do 2 in Mint Macaron. I'm really loving Mint Macaron these days. I don't know about you guys. So we're going to do 2. I think I'm loving it because there's a lot of Mint Macaron in the new papers. The new Country Floral Lane, the beautiful designer series paper for the Valentine suite. I love that paper, and it uses some of this. Now see, I'm forgetting to go on the edge, and I'm going to turn it over because I'm talking, and I have to remember to come in from the side. That's what stops those dark colors from, you know, the difference in color. Come in from the side like this. Do you guys have any hints for me with this blending? Because again, I'm not really a pro, but I love the look. When it gets finished, I really love the look. And I thought it would be soft on the white card. So I'm kind of working away at it, trying to get it to really look like Mint Macaron here. And then we'll go on to the other one. I guess I could have done some in advance. Okay, here we go. Thank you for watching today. I hope you're enjoying your products that you have from the new catalog. I'd love to hear, for some of you who have ordered products from the new Spring Mini, what is your favorite product so far? What is your favorite stamp set, die set, embellishment? Let me know, because I'm always curious about that, what you guys love the most. Okay, here we go. That one's getting a little darker. Let me bring this one back in and we'll get it a little bit darker. I'm wondering if I'm not seeing comments. I haven't seen any comments here in a minute. I'm going to just do something with my computer and see if I can freshen it up. Okay. Alrighty, so there we've got our Mint Macaron blended. And let me see if I'm having more comments. Okay, well I hope everything's going well. the reception is good for you guys. Let's bring our card back in now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our hearts on. I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. We're just adding lots of layers today. And I'm going to just put a couple up at the top because we are layering these hearts. Okay, just like this. And we're going to put the first one right up here like that. Our second one, we're going to kind of angle down a bit like that. And so I don't want a dimensional under that area. I just want it in this area right here. So let's put a couple over there. One, is that, no, I'm doing it, okay, wrong. That's how I want it. So I want my dimensionals right over here. Okay, got it. Just kind of like that. And then it looks a lot better when it lays over because it'll all be the same height, right? You love the cane embossing folder. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Holly, Dainty Flowers DSP. Yes, Dainty Flowers DSP. That is a wonderful celebration set, isn't it? Yeah, we all really like that. And Holly says, the Raindrops embossing folder is upside down, and I have to remember to put my paper in upside down. Oh, you know what? I haven't even used it, Renee. I have it, but I haven't had an opportunity to use it. So I will, I'll check that out. Because that will kind of make a difference. It'll just be something to remember each time, right? Okay, so now we're going to put these. I think it's really, I'm really enjoying our catalog. Unfortunately, I've gotten too much from it. I really have. I've really ordered a lot, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm going to use lightning bugs, the lightning bug set. I forget what that's called. I'm going to be using that pretty soon. And the queen bee set. Okay, so we're done with this. And now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and cut our words from our die. So we're gonna cut the word love, which is here, and the word you. Let me make sure. Yep, you. Okay. So let's bring in the Boho Blue Mini Machine. Thank you, Carol. And we're going, I think, Carol, I think what makes the card so pretty is when you add a lot of stuff, but you also coordinate the colors. I worked a while this morning really trying to coordinate the colors so that everything kind of really coordinates well together, not bringing in colors that contrast and for me, I love the subtles. I think you can tell that because that's what I use the most is the subtles. Okay, so look at how cute these little words come out. I just love it. So here we have our you and our love. Let's get those out. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oops, boo-boo. I forgot to stamp the word friend on this lower heart. Let me see. I could punch another heart and maybe I can just lift this off. Oh, good. I think I can. Okay, good. Good, good. Now, where is my ink? We're going to stamp the word friend from the stamp set. It's a little tiny stamp. And the way you stamp it kind of makes a difference on how you line it up on the card. I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, friend. And I think I want my heart to tip a little like that, so I'm going to put it right there. It's just kind of an understated sentiment, isn't it? Just a little understated stamp. So the reason I'm saying that is because now I want the friend to be the same. I don't want friend to be kooky. I want it to be level with these So I'm glad those Stampin' Dimensionals are still there, and we can just place it right back down. That's pretty good. Now I'm thinking I might put a little glue in here. These are all the same level, but because I was playing with that and pulling it off, it was a little curled, and so we're going to do this to see if it won't stay down better. I'll just hold it for a few minutes. Okay, now we've got our words, and we can go ahead and put our words on. So I'm going to put love up here and you right down here. Oh, it's gonna go over. I guess I didn't realize it would do that. Oh, and the other one I had the pink on top of the green. Okay, well that's all right. We're gonna do it just like that. So now what we're gonna do to adhere these are very tiny dies, very tiny. And I talked with a friend of mine who makes beautiful cards, and I said, what is your favorite way of adhering these little tiny things? And she said just the tiniest dots of glue. And she makes really pretty cards. So I'm just putting a few tiny dots, and where it looks, oh boy, get off of there. Okay. And where it looks, if it gets a little too much, then you just spread it out, but just the tiniest. See, there was a little too much. I don't know if you guys can see that close or not, but it just takes the littlest bit. And then we're just going to put love right on here, just like that. And there's no glue. I'm putting my hand on it. There's no glue that's coming out from the edges or anything. You prefer double-sided tape, Renee. I know about that, but it's not really, I don't know. It's not something, I think I've not had a good experience with it. So I think I would need someone to show me how to have a good experience with it to use that. Okay, here we go. So now I'm just going to really kind of work to get that spread around because I don't want it to come off. Okay, so now we're just going to put we're just going to put it right over both hearts. Love you, friend. And I don't think it's meant to be exactly perfectly straight because it's kind of a little whimsical. The letters are a little bit whimsical. So good. Okay, now we're going to set this aside to dry and use some of our scrap pieces. And we are going to stamp some flowers. And I need to bring back in my, actually what I need here, these stamps are photopolymer. So we need to have our pad. I have a pad here, but what I noticed is the flowers came out a lot better if I used the full Stampin' Pierce mat. And I'm going to stamp them in Flirty Flamingo. And there are quite a few flowers here. Let me show you. So there's large and smaller filled in, and then these are, I really actually think these are two-step stamps. I wanted a very soft look today, so I didn't try it, but everything seems to have a coordinating, the leaves, even this coordinates, so I think it's to give some good shading. But again, I'm not using that today. I'm just using the full-on filled-in stamps, okay? So I'm going to use my Flirty Flamingo I want 3 large flowers. And what I found is if I stamp off once and then stamp, it gives a real pretty look that I really like. Because that, to me, looks a little too strong for our soft white card. Okay, isn't that nice and soft? I think it's very pretty. So we're going to do 3 of those. And then it is so adorable, you guys. Check this out. Look at that teeny tiny flower center. And there's a teeny tiny heart. I'm not using the heart today. I might use this one at the end for our inside in our envelope, but that is the inside of the flower. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that full strength in So Saffron ink. So let me put this away. And here is that little bitty flower center. Here we go. Okay. You really can't see it much, but what happens is you just don't see the white. Just like that. Isn't that just sweet? Okay, here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring back our mini machine, and there are dies that coordinate with this. So we're going to get out the large flower die, and we're just going to cut the flowers out, and they're going to look so pretty on what we've already done to our card. Now, one thing I noticed as a little tip for you, if you have this bundle, a little tip is that when you have a die and it has all these petals and you kind of don't know how it goes. So what I do is I like to find something that I know matches. And these two, I'll hold it up here so you can see it. These two right here are petals that are together. And I found them here on the, I'll get this up further for you. Here are the two petals together and one curls over. So actually, I think I'll do this top one first. So we're going to put it, I can match the one that curls over there right with, and then what with the rest of the flower. Once I match that, then the whole thing matches. Okay, just like that. Just touch it a little bit more. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay, there we go. Put this down and run that through. The little boho glue. And we're going to do that 2 more times. It comes out, look how pretty that comes out. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And again, I just really like the softness. So I always like to give you guys my tip. Remember, when you're using the mini, back up each plate about 1/4 inch so that it runs through real easily. I've heard of people complaining about the mini, and I always want to say, oh, it runs beautifully. If you just know that little hint, it'll work perfectly for you. And it does for me. I had trouble until I discovered that one little tip. Thank you, Holly. That's very kind. Okay, here we go. Number 3. And let's get those 2 little ones. And gosh, I've got it almost off the paper here, don't I? I stamped it pretty, let's see, stamped it pretty close to the edge. There we go. Okay. That tip has helped you, Cindy. I'm so glad. Yeah, I read that people say, oh, I just can't use that mini machine and I had to send it back and stuff. And I just always want to say, oh, don't, because just that one little thing will help you. Okay, so let's get our card back. And now what we're going to do is put our pretty flowers on. Here we go. And we're just going to tuck them around wherever we think it looks good. And I'm going to get some dimensionals. And really I'm putting them at the area where the hearts intersect, kind of. And it really only takes 1 dimensional, and make sure you get it outside, not on the hearts, you know, but on the embossing folder. Okay, like that. And I'm really, you know, expecting that my girlfriends are really gonna love this card. I'll have 2 now because I made one in advance, and now I'll have this one. I might make a couple more to send to my girlfriends for Valentine's Day. And number 3 right there. We'll tuck that in. Okay, now I brought out some champagne rhinestones because I thought they looked pretty good. Thank you, Kay. So I brought out some champagne rhinestones. I thought they would kind of look good. Now the other card, I want to know what you think. So the other card, I put one champagne rhinestone in the center, and then I put one on each heart, but I'm not sure if I like it on the hearts. Maybe I would have preferred it on the flowers. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think it should be on for the flower center or on the heart? I'll wait just a few minutes. Tina, you use your mini machine all the time. Oh, I definitely do. I only use my big one for the bigger dies or the bigger embossing folders. I'm just going to take a little water break here while I wait for you guys to answer. We'll see what you think. Let's see if I have. Allison, you like it on the flowers. Okay. It's okay. It's unanimous, I think. Flower centers. Alrighty, here we go. It does cover up the Daffodil Delight, or no, I think it was So Saffron that I used for the centers, but I guess maybe it is reflected from underneath. Okay, there we go. I agree with you guys. It looks good. Now we're going to tie our bow. Like I mentioned, on the other one, I brought in more ribbon and tied it, but I think just one. We're just going to make a single bow this time. Off to the side. And again, you don't have to do this. You know, it's a beautiful card without the ribbon and the bow. It's just me. I love my ribbons and bows. And let me trim off my little ends here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get those little hearts. I think I did that a little crazy. Hold on. Okay. So let's get our Flirty Flamingo and come in with those little tiny hearts. Not the teeniest one, but here is the one that's kind of the medium size. And let me grab the envelope. Maybe we'll do that first. And we'll just stamp a couple of hearts here. It's really a cute heart. I have a feeling, truthfully, that it coordinates with the punch that's that double heart punch that's sold out. It looks like it, I think. And then we'll stamp the inside of the card a little bit with a few little hearts. Sometimes I think this is the most fun part, is just free stamping, free handing in a way. Okay, and there's our pretty and soft white. It's not really white, but I'm calling it white because it's kind of tone on tone white. Isn't that a pretty Valentine card? I am really excited about it. I loved when I found the word friend on this stamp set. They are adorable, Linda. Okay, let's turn you back and we'll choose a prize. I feel great. The connection stayed perfectly. I hope you guys think the same thing. I really want to be back in my room, but I'm just thrilled that the connection stayed. Yay, so thankful. Okay, so the prize from last Wednesday was my last package of gold swirls, which are sold out. I wish I had some of those punches too, but no. So my last package of gold swirls. Nope. Who won this? I thought I put the name on here. Let me ponder 1 second. Wait a minute. I have it in the trash can. Avenel Randall. Yes, I don't know why I didn't write that down, because I'm in 2 rooms. It's just, you know. Okay, I'm going to write it down right now because I always, well, I'll have to leave my scrap out, my crinkled page. Avenel Randall is the one who won. We had a lot of people who put prize. We had just a lot last week, and that was great. And so Avenel, I know your address. I will get this to you unless you've changed your address. Let me know, but I will get this to you. She's one who who watches a lot. And for next week, I'm going to go back to Stampin' Dimensionals. You know, I'm kind of on a kick where I need it to be able to be mailed easily because the postage has gone up so much. So the next prize for next week is a pack of mini dimensionals. We all need dimensionals, and so I know it's kind of, it's kind of like soap or something, it's one of those things that you have to have, but it's not the really fun thing. So I'm trying to alternate a fun thing with a practical thing. So mini dimensionals for next week, next Wednesday's prize. And Avanel, congratulations. Well, you guys, I thank you so much for being here today. Go make some gorgeous cards and come back on Friday at 4 o'clock and we'll make something else really fun.